So let us start with an AWS VPC today. So we try to understand what is the public IP, private IP, right? And what are the different types of networks we have. So let us try to understand the VPC today. So I mean, in Azure and AWS, almost both are same. Okay, some naming conventions are different. We'll try to understand that here. Okay. So when you're trying to create a VPC, why we required a VPC first of all? So by default, when you create when you create an account, right, in AWS or Azure, by default you get one VPC. Okay, in every region will get one VPC in AWS by default. Okay, but okay, it is not our own customized one. It is not our own customized one, right? It is an AWS given default. Let us say if you have already similar kind of network in another region or okay, in your data center, there may be chance of overlapping. Let us say similar kind of a network you have. Okay, let us say in that case, it will create a problem. Okay. So I don't know, my system is performing very well. Okay, let us say 192. Okay, you have a network like this. Let us say 10 dot okay, 16.0.0 slash 60. That is similar kind of network you have in your other regions or else in data center, your own data center. In that case, there is a chance of overlapping the IPs, right? So that's why we don't use the default networks. Okay. So what we do is we try to create our own customized network. We try to create our own customized network. So as per our requirements, we can create it. Okay. So so okay, once we create, let us say we created this kind of a VPC. Okay. With this part, we call it as a CIDR block. Okay. CIDR, classless interdomain. Okay. What is that? Classless interdomain. So okay, what is the network range you are trying to allow? Let us say this is the network. Okay, this is the network you are planning. Okay. So there is a you are planning 10.0.16.0 slash 60. Let us say. This is the network you are planning. Yesterday we understand that, okay? So when you are creating a network, the subnet should be within that range, right? So we thought of we try to look at like it is a compound wall, suppose the rooms, whatever you build within that particular range, right? Yes or no? So when you're planning the subnets here, okay, sorry. Okay, let me try to create a work like this. 10.16.0.0 slash 16 or 24, whatever it is. Okay. When you are trying to do 16, right? These two are blocked. Okay, 8 plus 8, right? Okay. So what happens? These two are blocked. This is the network address we call. Okay, this is the network address we call. And rest two is the host address we call. This is the host address. Okay, this is the host address. Okay. So in this particular host address only, we can create the resources. Okay. In this particular host address only, you can create the resources. This is the static, it will not change. It is a network. Okay, the 16 means 8 plus 8, it is block. In this particular network, it will not change. So that means you cannot create a subnet like this. Okay, you cannot create subnet like this. It should be within that particular VPC. That means this subnet should be like this. 10 dot. You cannot make it as a 15 or you cannot make it as an 17. You cannot change that. Okay? It should be 10.16 only. That is an static. It will not change. Then you can create like an 1.0 slash 1.0 slash 24. Okay, slash 24 means it is a subnet kind of subset of your actual VPC. Suppose you want to create one more subnet. Okay, you can create a one more subnet here, like an 10 dot. Let us say this network range, something like an okay, 10 dot 10 dot 16 dot 2.0 slash 20. Okay. Now anyone tell me in this particular subnet 10.16.2.0 subnet slash 24, how many IPs will get in this subnet? Any idea? How many IPs we can accommodate in this? Any idea? Yesterday we try to understand, right? 2 power n minus 1. Those many IPs we can accommodate. That is what we discussed, right? Now tell me, okay, how many IPs we can get in the slash 24? Hello.
8.
2 power n minus 1, right? What is the n value here? Yesterday we discussed, right? N value is 32 minus 24, right? N value is 8. 2 power 8 minus 1. Those many IP address will get. Right? Try to calculate that 2 power n minus 1. What is the value? Calculate that and let me know.
128.
$128.
Yeah. So these many IPs you'll get, right? 2 power 8 minus 1. How many IP address? 2 power, what is the 2 power 8 value? So sorry, here when I try to say 24, right? 32 minus 24, what is the value you get?
8.
2 power 8 minus 1, what is the value you get?
2 power 8 minus 1, 255.
Yes, around 255 IP addresses will get. Okay,
Yes.
255 addresses. So that is fine. Okay, so those many IP addresses will get in this subnet. Let us say if I say 27 here, slash 27, let us say. Okay, slash 27. 27 means 1 minute. My manager is calling. If I say 27, what is the IP address will get? Let me know. 20 slash 27. Calculate and let